Muses, welcome to Miss Martin Muses, where we muse upon what makes me laugh, makes me cry, makes me happy, makes me sad, or just really ticks me off. Well, today it is the double pick. The double pick is returning, and we are going to be double picking Western movies. So please, if you have your picks, you can go ahead and put them in the chat, and I will star them for us to discuss at the end of the stream. But for now, we have on our panel the one, the only, the lovely Princess Reddy.
Hey Teresa, thank you as always for asking me on. I do appreciate it. It's always an honor to be here, and it's so much fun talking to you and Stieg, and nice to meet Mari. So
yay! Yeah, and speaking of Maury, all the way from the south, it is Maury.
Hi, I'm here with my co-host Jasper.
Yeah,
the dog.
And today she has a dog bothering her. Usually she has
cats.
The cats, yeah. No cats. But we love our animals here at Miss Martin Muses. Yes, we do. And speaking not of animals, but of the Viking himself, all the way from Norway, all the way from the future, it is none other than Stieg Kenobi.
Hello.
Hello. How's the future?
Bleak and dark.
Gee.
Full of pronouns.
Okay, you heard it here. It's bleak and dark and full of pronouns. And we have...
I guess it's dark because it's 2 a.m.
Oh.
Never mind.
Oh,
it's
dang,
normal.
Stieg. Forgot you're like 6 hours ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's dark almost all the time there anyways in the winter, so... Y'all crazy. But you get to see the Northern Lights. Were the Northern Lights out?
Ooh.
I don't know. I'm inside.
I mean, can't you see it from your window, though, or no?
No.
Oh, weak.
Need to look up at the sky. I don't think there's any Northern Lights now, though.
Yeah. Well, it's a double whammy, a double hit, because it's in the winter, and usually in the winter there's clouds, which is what happened to me every time I tried to see the friggin' Northern Lights. But let's say hi to our guests in our chat. Let's say hi in our chat. We have none other than Jacob Ironside, who has his 2 Westerns. Yay! He says it was really hard to pick them. There are so many good Westerns. Yes, there are. And speaking of animals, we have Snortopoopas Q. Burr, Polar Bear. Yeah, we love Snortopoopas. He's also all the way up in the north. I don't know. Let me know if you can see the Northern Lights up there on your iceberg.
Do bears like lights?
I honestly don't know. Well, we'll have to ask. I mean, we do have an expert in the chat. Yeah, and Maury's like, yeah, we love Snortopoopas. Snortopoopas says, well, Westerns are not a genre I pay much attention to and know very little about, but there are some I like, and it's hard to pick a favorite. Yes, when it doesn't have to be a favorite, you just pick 2. We don't judge or question. We just ask you to pick. As Snortopoopas says, there's a Western TV show I'm very fond of, but it's more because of the main character, but TV shows don't count. Not this time around. I probably will do another round of TV shows. I like to kind of narrow it down. And we have Shane Nolan in the chat, all the way from the Emerald Isle, also from the future, Shane Nolan. Thank you for modding and helping out today. And everyone's saying hi to each other. Everyone else popping in. Yes, it is Keck. Thank you, Keck. Thank you for helping us out. Always good to see you. We got to watch those Russians coming in and not only just taking over countries, but taking over our chats. And we have Zakrot 315. Howdy, Teresa, Rennie, Maury, and Stig. Why, hello there. Hello there indeed. Also, we have the Ancient One. Thank you, Ancient One, for modding. And welcome to Miss Martin.
What?
Oh, no. I thought it was just me.
No.
Teresa, you there?
She probably had cat interference.
You're
And
muted,
Maury,
Teresa.
Oh, okay. Maury, I just want to apologize for saying your name wrong. I'm really sorry.
Oh, it's fine. I know you talking to. I'll pretty much answer.
I'm messaging the private chat. Hopefully she can see that.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Mm.
All right, Stieg, vamp.
Okay. Seems she got disconnected. I don't know what happened, but let's say hello to the chat and see if there's any new ones. No, let's just say old Jacob Ironside. Did she mention him?
I think so.
Oh, Jacob Ironside says his double pick is The Big Country from 1958 and Open Range from 2003. I have not seen The Big Country at all, but I'm going to probably add it to my list. But Open Range is fantastic. That's Kevin Costner and Robert Duvall.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
have not seen it.
Yeah, Snorter Poopa says a Russian's got her.
Oh man, that's not even right. You ain't right for that, Snortapoopas. But yeah, hope she makes it back. Poor thing.
Yeah. Otherwise, we're just gonna be staying here for the next few days.
We'll call it the Phantom Zone. No, I'm just kidding. So I see Jacob Ironside had some picks. Does anybody else have picks?
Yes, Nora Poopas. He has one called She Wore a Yellow Ribbon.
Oh, nice.
And another one called The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance. The last one is a John Wayne movie, I believe. Not sure about the first one.
You know, I don't remember much as far as John Wayne films go. My parents used to watch them a lot. I just remember basically the way he talks and his presence on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one I remember best from with John Wayne is one called The Sons of Kate Elder. It's him and Dean Martin, and I think a young Dennis Hopper is in it too.
Huh. When was this from?
Probably the 50s, I guess.
Oh wow. You forget that Dennis Hopper's as old as he is, you know. It's like, what?
Well, he's dead.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah, very long career.
You know, I don't know why, but this is awful. I most remember him from Super Mario Brothers and Waterworld.
Yeah, he was in Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Saw
2.
Massacre too, yeah.
I hate my life. I got back.
Hello.
Hello. I hate my life, but my internet went out. But did you all say nice things about me while I was gone?
No,
we
we've
were worried
been
about you.
completely quiet. Utterly quiet.
Snorter Poopa
Okay,
thought the Russians got you.
No, the Russians hadn't gotten me, though they might be trying. I was just saying nice things about people, but screw it all. Screw it all. Okay, I do see everyone. Did you all start talking about picks by chance?
We talked about the audience picks, but I don't think we wanted to say our picks before you got on, you know.
Okay, well, thank you. No, that's great. Yeah. The Ancient One says, "Uh-oh, Miss Barton's vines overgrew again." The Russians got her. The Russians got her. Ancient One saying hi to everyone. All right, I'm going to star these picks. Okay, that's great. Thank you for continuing with the party. I don't know what the... I try to be a lady. Then crap like this happens. Yes, welcome back. Snortapoopa says, in honor of the Western theme tonight, I've eaten a moo for dinner. Assuming you mean a cow?
Yeah.
Yeah, he ate the whole thing.
Yeah, he's a bear.
Gonna have a really bad bowel movement soon.
Snortapoopas. No, just kidding.
Oh wow!
Sorry.
No, that was pretty good.
Nice. Okay, I think I've almost got all of these ones started. Thank you so much. Yeah, talking about Russians, I think I did mention the Russians. My gosh, this is what happens. They come and fetch you. All right, well, we're gonna just go ahead and jump right back into this, and hope that nothing bad happens. Oh, we have Mr. Brown here. We have Mr. Brown. Well, we're gonna go ahead and start, and I'm gonna roll for it. Let's see who it is. Boom. Oh. It is Maury. You come up first. So, Maury, what is your first pick?
My first pick, It was True Grit, the 2010 remake.
Okay, True Grit. Well, tell us a little bit about it.
Well, it's about this girl. She's like 15. Her dad was shot, and she's wanting justice. And the law in her county was just going to let the guy get away because he went into Indian country and they couldn't get him. So she hires this guy to track him, and then the Texas Ranger, who was already tracking the guy, they kind of run into him, and so then she's with both the guys, and she just goes off with them and hunting this guy down that shot her father.
Okay, so it's a nice little revenge story there.
Yeah, justice story. And she's, being a kid, she acts like she's well beyond her years. She knows how to negotiate. She negotiates prices because her dad had just bought these horses, and she needed the money back because it was like $300, and he wasn't going to give the money back, but she negotiated down, and she got recoup some of the money. So I mean, at 15, she's pretty tough.
Well, that's cool. That's cool. So, have you seen this one, Steek?
Yeah. Jeff Bridges plays the role John Wayne played back in the day, right?
Yeah, Rooster.
And what's the name of the chick? She was amazing in this movie.
Yeah.
Is it the one that was in Bumblebee?
Yeah.
Haley Steinfeld?
Yep.
Yeah, she is amazing in this one.
Yeah. She really knocked it out of the park.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, really good movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Kim Darby played Maddie in the original. And the review, I haven't seen the original, but the reviews are like, says she wasn't really that good in the role because she didn't look like she's 15 because at the time she was 21 and she was already, had a kid and everything. But the co-stars, John Rain really didn't like her in the role. But
well, I'll be darned. Yeah, are you familiar with this, Rennie?
I'm sorry to say that I am not. I know the title. I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
Yeah, I'm not sure I ever saw it either. If I did, I don't really recall it. What particularly do you like about this, Maury? Like any highlights that come up?
Well, I really enjoyed the movie. I liked Jeff Bridges. Always enjoy his performances. And Matt Damon played LaBeouf, the Texas Ranger. And Haley, like Steve said, she was just fantastic.
Oh, okay. Oh, cool.
And then Josh Brolin plays Chancey. That's the guy that shot her dad.
Oh, well, damn. Okay, cool. Yeah, Bruce McFadden said it is a must watch for Western fans. And Jacob Ironside said, I like the new True Grit, but for me, you just can't beat John Wayne.
Yeah, John Wayne. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Sort of Poopa says, I hope Matt Damon didn't sing.
No singing. No singing.
Nice.
Oh, Shane Nolan says John Wayne made a sequel, Rooster Coburn. Oh. Well, the more you know. The more you know. Yeah. And Haley was just amazing. And Shane says if memory serves, he gets his something gets bitten off. Okay, Jeff Bridges was so good though. He did sing. Okay.
Oh, he did sing?
Oh, he gets his dick bitten off.
Oh,
that's what. Oh, ouch.
That would hurt. You lose it.
Yeah, I guess that's one way to use it, or you lose it. Okay. Now I'm trying to think. Gosh, I just have no memory of it. Oh, fudge my life! I fucking hate my life. Sorry. Now things are echoing. Well, excellent. I don't know. Any final thoughts you want to have about this one, Maury?
No, I mean, just if you haven't seen it, I think you're right. You should check it out.
Okay. All right. Well, there we go. That's True Grit. Let's see who gets to go next. It is. Well, shit, man, Maury, you're rolling well, but you just went first. Okay. Oh, it is 3. Oh, Stieg, you are next.
Oh,
what is your
yay.
first place? Yay.
My first pick is Young Guns.
Oh,
Yay.
Yeah. With
nice.
all kinds of famous people in it. Emilio Estevez, though, being the main one. Terrence Stamp plays their mentor who gets killed. It's basically the story about, well, half the story about Billy the Kid and his rise to fame. The movie is riddled with famous people of the time.
Mhm.
Jack Palance is in it as well. And Tom Cruise is in it for 2 seconds,
Oh.
dressed as a cowboy with a mustache. He gets shot behind a barrel. He had showed up to visit the set, and they just put him in costume and gave him a tiny cameo. It also has Kiefer Sutherland and Lou Diamond Phillips. Yeah, it's and it has a heck of a shootout at the end.
Oh, hell yes.
Oh, yeah.
When they're trapped, when they're trapped in the building.
Yeah. Shane Nolan says, "I'll make you famous." I remember that.
Emilio Estevez is fantastic in it.
Yes.
Yeah, he had a tremendous career going at the time, but he seemed to step away from Hollywood more and more afterwards.
Yeah. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, there was like a naked chick. She rides out of town on a horse.
Oh, that's what you remember.
No, no, someone said it here, and I remembered it.
Oh, yeah, wasn't that in the second one?
It
I don't
might
know.
have been. I don't know.
Most of the characters actually did live, though. Back in the day. But the movies take liberties, including in the second one when Kiefer Sutherland's character dies, gets shot to bits. He did not die like that. He left and died of natural causes, I think. But fantastic movie, very rewatchable, and the sequel is pretty good too. Sequel has less action though; it doesn't have any major, huge shootouts. The sequel has Viggo Mortensen in a small part, actually.
Ooh, Aragorn.
Yeah, he actually helps track. He plays a tracker, kind of.
Oh. Well, the more you know, the more you know. I mean, I remember being very moved by this movie. The ending, it seemed to me to be very Last Stand kind of thing, and so many of them got shot and died. It was really sad.
Yeah, the character Charlie, he didn't die there either. He also survived later. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Do you have any particular favorite
Hollywood-ish.
parts? Oh, yeah.
Oh, my favorite part is the shootout.
Shootout.
It's great. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Are you familiar with Young Guns, Princess Rennie?
I actually am. I do remember that movie very fondly, and I do agree that Emilio Estevez was top notch. He played a great Billy the Kid. He brought a lot of humor and heart to the character. And I found myself, because I haven't seen it in years, but I found myself rooting for the bad guys. So I liked it when I was younger, and I completely forgot about that movie until Steve brought it up. So, yay.
Yeah, yay, there you go. Yeah, we help people remember things at Miss Martin Music. Yes, we do. Maury, are you a Young Guns fan? It was definitely an 80s movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen it since the 80s, but yeah, I like Kiefer Sutherland.
Oh yeah. Well, that's it. It had all the heartthrobs that we were in love with at the time. It's like, oh, and then they look so good and cute, and you know that they were really dirty and horrible looking.
Nothing wrong with that.
Oh yeah, well, there's nothing wrong with that either. And oh yes, the song Shane Nolan, "The Blaze of Glory." Yes, that was a great song. Great song.
By
John
Bon Jovi, right?
Yeah, from the second one, which has Bon Jovi having a little cameo. He gets shot at the beginning and falls into a pit.
Oh, well, sucks to be him.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, okay, there you go. There you go. That is Young Guns. That is Young Guns. Let's go ahead and move on to Princess Rennie. What is your first pick of the double pick?
Okay, so my first pick is a comedy / western called A Million Ways to Die in the West.
Oh.
Starring...
Okay.
I know. Sorry, Teresa.
No, don't be sorry. Tell me all about it.
So it stars Seth MacFarlane, who is also the creator of the show The Orville and the creator of Family Guy. He does, if you guys watch Family Guy, he does the voices of Peter Griffin, Stewie, Quagmire, and Brian the dog. If you don't, I apologize for that information. But he's a really funny guy when he doesn't allow his politics to slip into stuff. It's about this, A Million Ways to Die in the West is about a sheep farmer in 1882. That's who Seth MacFarlane plays, as a sheep farmer named Albert. You know, it kind of follows his journey. He loses his girlfriend to a guy who can grow an amazing mustache and is rich AF. Not even kidding. And the guy that he loses his girlfriend to is Neil Patrick Harris, and he plays a great role. He always plays a ladies' man, which is hilarious because he's not into ladies, but he just plays the parts so well, you know? And so, you know, this guy challenges him to a duel, and he winds up kind of getting out of it because he realizes, you know, it's not worth it, and he doesn't want to fight him. He meets another lady named Anna, played by Charlize Theron, and starts falling for her, but he doesn't realize that she's married to the big bad in the story, played by Liam Neeson. I believe it was Clinch Leatherwood or something like that. So, you know, that turns into an interesting turn of events where Clinch figures out, because he overheard, or somebody told him that they saw his wife kissing someone else. Come to find out it was Albert. He challenges Albert to a duel, and Albert wins by dipping his bullets in snake venom and just grazing Liam Neeson's character. So I know it sounds really simplistic, but it's more meant to be a comedy than a Western. So it's comedy set out in the Old West. Lots of really great funny moments, lots of jokes that are very reminiscent of Family Guy and The Orville. Highly recommend if anybody likes Seth MacFarlane as a writer or as an actor. So,
and it's full of cameos.
Yes, it is.
You have what's his name? Ryan Reynolds is in it for a few seconds. Gets shot by Liam Neeson. You have Ewan McGregor is in it, and Doc Brown from Back to the Future is in the barn.
And
with the car.
Jamie Foxx cameos as Django in the end, which is pretty cool too. So lots of good stuff. I don't know why, but they talk about a lot how people in the Old West like die so easily. So while they're talking about it, a guy gets like basically a huge block of ice dropped on him and he gets smashed. Just as a proving point, like it's so easy to die in the Old West. And they just kind of tell you like and explain like all these deaths and how hard it can be to live out there. And I'm like, okay, but it's funny, you know? And his best friend is dating a prostitute and they're both Christians. So she wants to wait till they get married to have sex, which is weird because she's a prostitute. So it's a bunch of laughs. It's a really great movie. I know I'm like underselling it, but highly recommend just watching at least for the laughs. It's silly, it's nonsensical, but if you want a, zero thought process movie that'll just make you feel good and make you laugh, I definitely recommend this one.
I've watched it probably 20 times. I have it on Blu-ray.
Me too.
Extremely rewatchable.
Yeah. It's so silly. You can't help but to love it. Seriously.
Oh, well, you heard it here first. I must admit, I have no idea. Jacob Ironside says, "What in the wide world of sports is going on?" Is that a line from it?
I believe so.
Okay. And
Playing
thank you, Supreme Heretic. Drew is here. Thank you for popping in.
Drew.
Welcome to Miss Martin Muses. And I think Cochran also has popped in since we started. Snorter Poopa says, "Crushed by a falling buffalo." I think they left that one out. Well, I think that maybe Steve has something to say about this guest.
About what?
Matt Wilkins.
Someone in the chat just showed up. But he seems to be very nice. He's saying something nice. No, he's not.
Quigley Down Under is underrated. I agree with him. It's Tom Selleck, and I think what's his name? The villain from Die Hard.
Oh,
Alan Rickman.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was thinking Snape, but Steve, what's Aslet's chaps? I don't know. I think he's giving.
Oh, it's those long john things that they wear. You know,
okay.
under the clothes in westerns.
No,
Those red
assless
things, and
chaps.
you
No,
can
they're.
remove the ass when you take a shit.
Oh, come on. I was gonna say they're those leather things that go over your pants, but they never have an ass in them. They always are cut out around the butt cheeks.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah. Well, and thank you, Steve. You're being nice to him because he has cute new twins.
Oh
That
yeah,
does.
he spawned.
He spawned.
Leveled up.
Yeah. Well, he had. It was in the news and everything. It's not a secret. He posted it. They had twins, second set of twins on 2/22/22. So
Oh, no, that's cool.
Well, congratulations.
yeah, I got the cute little adorable little babies. So, Maury, are you familiar with this?
No, not at all.
No. Okay, so Maury and I are in the same team. We don't know but everyone seems to know about these chaps. Thank you, Matt. I'm so glad that you helped us out here. Okay. Well, Snorta Poopa says more of a rated G version. They're worn over your pants to protect your legs from brambles and such while riding. Well, dang it, Steve, I had no idea that you liked this film so much. So you said you've seen it like a gazillion times.
Yeah, that one and another movie called Your Highness. Just
Oh
keep
my
watching them.
gosh. I love Your Highness.
Well, there you go. My Highness can't reach the window, so. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Matt Wilkins says, problem is Stieg wears them without the pants.
Oh no.
Well, Stieg's being nice, so okay, fine.
I'm thinking of the children.
Oh.
Oh.
There you go. Yeah. You see, you should have babies more often, Matt. That makes everyone nice to you.
I think it's enough now, don't you?
Well, that's like he has a lot of kids. He's got a whole brood there. He's got nearly as many kids as Maury has animals. So, yeah. Well, that's cool. Well, all right. Well, we'll go ahead and we'll wrap up. Shit. I'm sorry, I'm reading these comments. You guys are crazy. Yeah. So, in any case, so that is a million ways to die in the West, and then I move on to my first choice. My first choice, it is none other than the classic High Noon. High Noon. I love this movie. With he's so famous I can't remember his name. I want to say Anderson Cooper.
Clint Eastwood.
Oh no, the High Noon one, the one in the 1950s.
Gary Cooper.
Thank you, Gary Cooper, not Anderson Cooper. Anderson Cooper was so badass in this. No, Gary Cooper and Grace Kelly, and I believe it was Grace Kelly's debut film. I think she'd only done theater up to this point. And thank you, Gary.
What's his name? Bridges played the president in Hot Shots.
Yes, and he was
Bo?
in Airplane. Yeah, not Bo Bridges, the dad.
Lloyd.
Oh,
Lloyd
Yeah,
Bridges.
Lloyd
Yeah,
Bridges.
yeah.
And Lee Van Cleef is in it too. Hardly says a word. Just
Mhm.
looks menacing, but he's in it.
Yes. And he was a baby in it too. I mean, I was like, dang, he was young. Yes, he was great. And yes, they were singing their songs in it. Do not forsake me, oh my darling, on this our wedding day.
Yeah, that song annoyed the shit out of me after about 20 times because every time the main character walks, that song plays.
Yeah. But I love it. It's an old one, black and white. It was unique in many different ways. It actually played out in real time. Like the movie's about an hour and a half, and it starts like at 10:30. And so with each minute, as it gets closer to noon, and then at the end of the movie, it's noon. So it's like the clock is a literal countdown. And the whole premise is that Gary Cooper's character, he's getting married. He's going to be done with being a sheriff, and he marries this Quaker girl. But he finds out that this dude he put away into jail is getting out, and of course wants to come and get revenge. And they're all like, just go ahead and go. Just it doesn't matter. But he can't walk away from it. And then a lot of people in the town, they don't want to deal. And so he's like, well, some of you, he tries to get this posse and try to get people to meet him and take him out. And he goes to the saloon and no one wants to do anything. He goes to his old sheriff, still kind of ticked off at him because he wanted to be the successor. And that's Lloyd Bridges' character. And he's like, screw you. And he even goes to church, and no one at church even wants to join a posse. I mean, that you got to be desperate. You got to go to church to try to get your posse. But and then his wife leaves him. And they were married for like literally 30 minutes. And she's like, no. And she goes and leaves. So it's kind of like he's like the ultimate manly man. Like, I'm going to stand up for this, even if I'm all alone. And then there's a big ass shootout at the end. It's a really good movie. He won an Academy Award. Now the Quaker chick, she does finally come back though, because she's leaving with the mistress of Lloyd Bridges. Both of them like, screw you all, man, you suck, and they're gonna leave. But then she hears the shots, so she comes running out. It's like, no, Gary Cooper, no, I love you. And she actually picks up a gun and shoots him, even though she's a Quaker. And then he takes out everyone except at the very end. He then grabs the chick and she claws his eyes out. And then as he throws her down, Gary Cooper's like, screw you, because he grabbed his woman. He just sits and bangs the crap. Wait, that's not. Wait. He
says what?
I just changed the inning.
Yeah, I didn't remember that.
Okay, I shot ahead. Shot because he shoots the crap out of him. But I'm just thinking it's old fashioned Western, so it's just like bang, 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 and he just bullets get in him and he's dead. He's like all sweaty and all manly, and then they go off together in the sunset. Yeah, so I like this movie.
Okay, then.
I suppose so.
I just
Are you
realized
sure
I
it wasn't
changed.
Harpoon?
I know I completely ruined my ending. I didn't mean he banged. Gosh, he banged the crap. I have this image in my head now I never wanted to have with Gary Cooper. So, and of course, Grace Kelly is lovely, and she was a little tentative in the role, but she later on she does better, and she even wins an Oscar. Maury, are you familiar? Have you seen High Noon?
No, I have not.
Oh, okay, well, it's an old fashioned one, but it's really good, and I don't know. I just love it. How about you, Rennie?
I've seen it a long time ago with the parentals. The thing I remember about it most is, the shootouts, which were pretty well done for the time that it was made. So
Yeah.
that's pretty dang entertaining for me, but I don't remember too much other than that.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. I think most of us probably saw it on TV for the first time, and that's when I did when I was a kid. And I rewatched it over the weekend just because, and Oh, it's great. Tommy is here, and I guess also want to say, yes, we had a raid. We have a raid. Well, thank you very much. And Timon's here as well. It's a guinea pig raid. It's not just any
Yay.
raid. It's a guinea pig raid.
They'll eat you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We already established that too, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yes. Bush McFadden says, hubba hubba. Yeah, she was gorgeous in this, and except she was so hot she caught the Prince of Monaco. But yeah. Oh, Keck. Yes. Thank you, Keck. Badass. At the end, he drops the bag in the dirt. Sorry, the badge in the dirt at the great ending. Yes. And he just kind of looks at them all with the eyes of judgment. Because they were like, oh, great, you killed them all. And he's like, yeah, you stupid dumbasses. I had to do it by myself because you were chicken. And he drops his badge in the dirt, then rides off with his hot chick. Yeah.
Nice.
Says, personally, I think Cooper should have shot whoever that was that kept singing throughout the movie.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no. And he won an Oscar. I don't know if it won Best Picture. I mean, it won lots of Oscars. It's a classic. So if you want to see a real old Western, watch that one. It's very well done and very modern. She was great in Rear Window. Yeah. Grace Kelly's awesome. And then she went off to be the princess. So, oh well. All right. So, anyone else have any thoughts about High Noon before we move on to the second picks?
No, it's a classic, and it's a classic for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Well said.
Yep. Going. All righty. Well, let's. Oh fuck! Did I take the banner down? I must have gotten really excited when I was yelling about it. Okay, there's the High Noon. Okay, we were talking about High Noon. All right, let's go ahead and roll for this round 2. Who's gonna go first? Round. Oh fuck! Who's gonna go first? Round 2. Steeg. You get to go first. Round 2.
I win.
Yay!
This is the best day of the year. Well, my number 2 is I had to pick it because nobody else did. Tombstone.
Oh yeah.
The best Western ever made.
Yeah, I wanted to watch that one, but that one wasn't on the streaming. So.
Yeah, it's the Wyatt Earp story.
Mm-hmm.
Wyatt Earp and Doc Holliday against the Clanton brothers and what have you at Tombstone. Shootout at OK Corral. It's been turned into a movie several times, really. But this one was perfection. And probably due to the insane cast. And all of them seem to outperform themselves. Because a lot of them, you've never seen them that good, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have Kurt Russell plays Wyatt Earp. Val Kilmer plays Doc Holliday superbly. Michael Biehn, underrated in it as Johnny Ringo. Because, Kilmer and Russell gets all the praise, right? But everyone else were fantastic too. You have Powers Booth is in it. You have Billy Zane has a small part, I think. Sam Elliott and Bill Paxton. This is actually the 4th movie where Bill Paxton and the fourth movie, Bill Paxton is in a movie with Michael Biehn. First one was Terminator 1. Then they were together in Aliens. And then Navy SEALs. And then this one.
Well, there you go. Yeah, I think, who was it that said the line, Daisy, if you do? There's lots of great lines. I'm your Huckleberry.
Yeah, I'll be your Huckleberry.
Oh, and Billy Bob Thornton is in it at the beginning. Gets smacked around by Kurt Russell.
Oh. Well, I'll be damned.
Yeah, superb Western movie. I think anyone who loves Westerns have probably watched this one.
Yeah. Well, from what I know it's just such a perfect storm of a good story, great one-liners, entertaining, and the cast was just to die for.
Oh yeah, Stephen Lang is in it too.
Oh, I love Stephen Lang. Yeah. Yay. So, Rennie, are you a Tombstone fan?
I've seen it before, but it's been a while. But I do have to agree. I think there were a lot of good people in it, and a lot of great cameos. I don't remember Billy Bob Thornton, but that's just because it's been so long. But yeah, Val Kilmer was amazing in it, and I'm not a big Val Kilmer fan, so he actually did a great job in that movie.
Okay. Yeah, and maybe it's just me, but there's a frozen pizza called a Tombstone. And so every time I think about this movie, I think of the commercial, have a tombstone. And
Does it have huckleberries on it?
I hope not.
If it doesn't, it's a missed opportunity.
Oh, yeah, I guess. No, I mean, it has this big, like, Western thing about it at the OK Corral. I mean, Maury, this movie is pretty much a classic. Big
Yeah.
90s.
Yeah, like I said, it's one I wanted to see, but it wasn't on my streaming service. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you don't necessarily have to rewatch these before you do. I sometimes do, so I know.
Yeah, but it's been a bit since I've seen it, so I wanted to rewatch it.
Oh, yeah.
But,
Well, no. Well, and the great thing is, and that's part of what I like to do with these double picks is these are suggestions for people, to go ahead and then go forth and watch and enjoy the entertainment. We all know that right now entertainment for the most part sucks. So so let's find the good stuff. And as I said, go forth, watch, and be entertained, and screw the rest of the world.
Yeah, basically, if you're on a road, right, and you find a tunnel, and the tunnel's filled with shit, there's no going forward, so you have to turn around and walk back where there's no shit.
Yep.
That's a very good analogy.
Thank you. Don't get tunnel vision.
Oh no.
Good point. No, that's good. All right. Well, so that was Tombstone. We're gonna now go ahead. Let's roll to see who goes next. Oh, it is Maury. Maury, you are next with your second pick.
Okay. My second pick was the Hateful Eight.
All right. What do you like about the Hateful Eight?
Well, I like Quentin Tarantino movies, and I hadn't seen the Hateful Eight, and I hadn't seen True Grit either. So I picked movies I hadn't seen before.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, I liked it. It was about these two bounty hunters, and they get caught in a snowstorm, in a blizzard, and they just stay over. And then there's is it Kurt Russell?
Oh, you mean as far as the cast? Well, I mean, there's so many people.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Jennifer Jason Leigh, and it's like a mystery as well as
yeah. It kind of takes a little while to get to the mystery part, but yeah, Kurt Russell plays a bounty hunter, and he's taken Jennifer Jason Leigh to Red Rock so she can be hung, and then she's got a plan to escape, which he kind of figures, because he tells him, "I have a surprise for you." So then you don't know how she thinks she's going to get away from him, and then he ran into another bounty hunter, Samuel Jackson, and then another guy that says he's the new sheriff of Red Rock. So they all had to be the stagecoach together, and they go to this. They had to stay at this inn so they can ride out the blizzard.
And all hell breaks loose.
Yep.
And all hell breaks loose. And it's got crazy dialogue.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, a lot of F-bombs, a lot of all of that, and of course, the
Blood.
violence. Yeah, holy crap.
Lots
Yeah.
of blood. Lots of people's faces get shot off and kneecaps get blown
Samuel
out.
Jackson's Johnson gets shot off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You get
Oh,
shot in the
gosh,
groin. Yeah.
Say goodbye to your waivers. Yeah, I know you like this movie a lot, Reddy.
I do. I'm a huge Tarantino fan. So I know this one got mixed reviews, but man, I loved it. The acting was amazing. The cinematography, it felt kind of like almost like an old Western, but with the whole Tarantino feel to it.
Yep.
I hope I'm not spoiling this for anybody, but I was saying this to the panel earlier. I laugh every time Channing Tatum gets his head blown off. Every stinking time. And so, I mean, it's got its fair bit of mystery, but it also has, a lot of comedy and sarcasm and stuff. But yeah, I love this movie. I just saw it like a couple months back, and I don't know, I could watch it over and over again. It's one of those classics for me that, it just, like I said, Quentin Tarantino and his storytelling, and you forget every time you rewatch it, oh crap, this is what happens next, or I forgot that character or this person was in this movie, and then you see them and it's like, oh, that's right.
Well, and I think you said it a little bit. What the hell is wrong with us? We're laughing at these people getting their heads blown off.
Yeah,
No.
Exactly.
Well, it's always done in such extreme ways that it's comical.
Yeah. No.
It doesn't feel like an almost 3-hour long movie.
No,
Oh, no.
it doesn't.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I was gonna
And
say,
I
Steve-
watched the extended version.
Yeah, I watched the extended version. I hadn't seen it before, and Steve, you had recommended it to me, and you had said to go ahead and watch the extended version, and I wasn't disappointed.
Well, that's a golden rule, though. Whenever you watch something, watch the director's cut, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but
Especially for I don't know if you've seen Kingdom of Heaven with
Mm.
Orlando Bloom and Liam Neeson
no.
and so on. That one, it's almost a different movie if you watch the director's cut.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, but, I hadn't seen it at all, so that's the only version I saw, and I was impressed by the cinematography as well.
Yeah, it's just a damn good movie.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why it flopped, or it didn't flop, but it didn't become a huge success either. It was leaked. The DVD quality was leaked a week before it even hit the cinemas.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Oh, well, shit. So everyone just watched it on DVD. Those
Yeah, they
bastards.
just downloaded it.
Yeah.
Back before it was easy to do, I guess.
Yeah.
Now we can download anything we darn well want
Oh,
to.
it was easy then too.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I didn't know. Yeah. Well, I was also struck by how horribly violent they were to the woman. The way
Well, she deserved it
portrayed-
though. She was
Oh,
a bitch.
yeah.
Yeah, freaking Daisy Domergue. Crazy.
Yeah, they hanged her.
Crazy.
They teamed up and hanged her manually.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Yeah, but still, you're just not used to seeing a woman get beat up
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, Kurt Russell beat her up before. I was like, yeah, Jennifer Jason Leigh, she's really gotten beat up a lot in her movies. Like The
Yeah.
Hitcher, she gets split in two. What else happens?
Flesh and blood. She's not unscathed in that one either.
Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh gosh. No. Yeah. Yeah. But she was a horrible person, so
Yeah.
she did have it coming. Yeah. But Bush McFadden's pointing out that these movies use that word you're not supposed to say.
Yeah.
Mhm. To me, it's in context with the times. That's the way people talked.
Yeah,
It was bad.
I saw an interview with Samuel Jackson because Tarantino got stick for using that word in Django Unchained.
Yeah.
And Samuel Jackson said, it's not racist to say the word with the context. because that's what happened back then. So he said, say it and show it,
Mhm.
you know?
Now, if we try to change history, we can't know how far we've come, perhaps. Yeah. Yeah, so Maury, you don't like the Daisy character either. You think that bitch had it coming?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. I was shocked because at first I didn't know how bad she was. So when I saw her with all her bruises, and I'm not saying it's any violence is justified, because yeah, they have someone shoot off someone's nuts, they murder, they poison, they do all sorts of stuff. I mean, it's
Well, the only two likable characters in it, well, actually three. You had the lady who drove the coach,
Yeah.
Yeah.
who's played by I think she's Australian. She's in a couple of Tarantino movies as well.
yeah.
And I guess Michael Madsen's character wasn't evil. You know, he was there doing his job.
I didn't like him. I don't know, but maybe it's because Michael Madsen has one of those faces.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
A punchable face.
Yes.
And Walton Goggins' character was fairly reasonable. Probably the only one among the good guys.
Yeah.
See, I actually really liked Samuel Jackson's character, even though, you find out, he's not all that he says he is, so to speak. I think of him as the protagonist or the main protagonist.
Mhm.
And I did like Kurt Russell's character. And I also like the little piece that Quentin Tarantino did as the narrator. While they were doing this, someone poisoned the coffee. I just love that part.
Yeah. Okay. What I want to know, especially more since this is your first time seeing it, did you think he was making up the story about making that guy, suck his, I couldn't tell if he was doing it just to really piss him off or not.
I think he lied
Yeah.
because he lied
Yeah.
about the letter too.
Yes.
Okay, but it still drove him crazy. Okay, so
Yeah, it was a dick move, wasn't it?
Bazinga.
Yeah, that lie was too hard to swallow.
oh,
I mean, he should just spit it out and tell the truth.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Oh.
lying sucks.
Oh gosh. Oh no. Yeah, everyone's low. Okay. Oh gosh. He had it coming. All right. Everyone's a comedian. All right, Boris.
That was
Sorry.
quite a mouthful, Bosch.
Oh dear.
All right. Any last thoughts, Maury, on this one?
Oh my gosh, Bruce Dern was pretty awful. The general was. I'm glad he got his comeuppance.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Everyone got what was coming to him. Yeah. He
Yeah.
can definitely.
But I like how the sheriff and the major, Samuel L. Jackson and Walton's characters, actually started getting along at the end. It's like this what it takes y'all for you had to die to get along.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I guess that's one way. That's one way to. One way to solve a problem. My gosh. I was cold throughout the whole movie just watching that because you can just tell how freezing it all was. They didn't have central heating. Ugh. Yeah. But no, good movie. Very good movie. And very, very, very well crafted. He's a genius, Quentin Tarantino. He sure is. Well, Princess Rennie, it is now your turn. It is your turn for your second choice. What is your second choice?
So speaking of Tarantino, I chose Django Unchained, the Tarantino version, not the original, with Jamie Foxx, Leonardo DiCaprio, Kerry Washington, Chris Waltz, and Samuel Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
It's Django is about a slave in the back in the pre-Civil War days, that basically gets freed and hired on as a bounty hunter. I believe his freedom is contingent upon that. So he goes from being subservient to being a total badass, which is amazing. And he becomes, really close with the guy that he works for that also helped him to get his gig. And then they find the plantation where his wife is, because his wife was taken from him. They were all sold, or they were both sold to different people. So whenever he finds her, it's basically, or finds out where she is, it's basically all about, getting her back and freeing her. And I really enjoyed the plot, but there were a lot of, like I said, a lot of badass moments in it. Samuel Jackson is a horrible, horrible person in that movie.
gosh.
Oh gosh, yeah.
But
Terrible.
he's a great actor, or else we wouldn't think he was so horrible, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, and I really liked Chris Waltz's character, the German guy, and I forget his name right now, but I just thought he did such a great job, and it killed me whenever he died. But if it wasn't for him, Django would probably have been killed and or sold off to someone else, because at the beginning they showed a hanging scene, which was really hard to watch. And it's just one of those things like, whew, okay, saved. This is good. Not a big fan of Jamie Foxx, but I really loved him in this movie. And there's just, like I said, there's a lot of really good Tarantino-esque moments. This one actually has the word that we shouldn't say in it quite a bit more times than the Hateful Eight. But if you can look past it and accept the fact that, this was done because of the period that they were in, and understand that there was no malice on Tarantino's part, you can really enjoy this movie. It's a very fun-loving movie. Even if you're not big on this kind of genre, you can still watch it and have a good time. And it's still got kind of the Tarantino feel to it. So, fun bonus, Django's wife is actually fluent in German, and that's kind of how he gets to sneak into seeing her, is because the German guy says, I want someone sent to my room who can only speak German, knowing that it was Broomhilda, Django's wife.
Mhm.
So it was kind of a cool bit that seeing people go in the hot box was really hard watching, especially when Django goes in the hot box. To think that people actually had to go through that at the time was awful, but at the same time, relevant to the story. So, there's not a lot that you can say about this movie being, having anything too slow or boring. It's really not. It's very intense. And again, it's a lot of fun, especially when you see Django grow to his full potential, so to speak. So I like it. I actually like the Hateful Eight a little bit better, but I was very skeptical about this movie. But when I watched it, I was like, I'm really glad I did. I really like it. So highly recommend.
Yeah, I like the explosion at the end.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And he just kind of
yeah.
walks away with that, like, cool guys don't look at explosions kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this horse.
Tarantino's death in it, though. Only the shoes remained.
Yeah.
And he was not a convincing Australian.
No. I mean,
That
I
was
love
like,
Tarantino.
what the hell?
but-
Why is he speaking Australian?
Exactly. He's great, but he's not the best actor, but I still love seeing him in his own movies as a little cameo, but still, yeah, not the best actor.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, the language that they use, but also how they portray how raw and horrific it was to be a slave back then. They treated in many ways animals better than they treated their slaves, and
Yeah.
so I'll say it again. I think we do history a disservice when we don't show that. Like if they were to sit around and have them all, let's treat them with respect, and it's like no,
Yeah, they were not treated with respect, so you
Yeah.
want to portray it as that, right? Also,
would-
the scene where when they set the dogs on the guy,
Oh, yeah.
oh,
that one
gosh.
was heavily censored
Mm,
because
Yes.
that was way more graphic in the first cut, I believe.
Yeah.
Also, fun to see Don Johnson.
Oh, yeah. I forgot he
Big
was in
Daddy.
this
Didn't
too.
play a likable character, but still,
Yeah.
That's
the way
right.
they had the clan. I think Maury, you and I were talking about that. Was it you? The he went out with his clan and they were all a bunch of idiots and.
Yeah, apparently Tarantino plays one of the idiots, and someone else famous played another one.
Oh,
Can't remember.
yeah. I
who
mean,
it
I'm
was,
sure they
though.
did.
I know,
Yeah,
I'm drawing a blank.
yeah. But you know what I mean? How they're all out there and they're like, "Well, these are my sheets. My wife made them," and all that. And then they just end up picking them all off out of all over the place. And they all die and they get blown to Kingdom Come and they have it coming.
Which is a great moment. I really did like when that happened. I was like, yes! And Django makes it out.
Oh, and when Django shoots DiCaprio's sister in the movie,
Oh, yeah.
she just walks into the room and just casually shoots her. She flies back through the door again.
Yeah, blows her away.
And,
Yeah, she
and holy crap, Samuel Jackson in this movie.
Yeah.
He's
awful.
amazing. Yeah, but the acting.
No, the
Holy
acting is
crap.
great, but his character is just horrible. I'm like, dang, that just proves what a great actor he is. But you really wanted to punch him or something. It's just awful to Django. I'm like, dude, not cool.
No, he was basically pulling the strings.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, and at the end of the movie, he tries to go back to playing the quote unquote dumb slave.
Yeah.
He's like, all the quote unquote colored people leave because he was one of the slaves. And then Samuel Jackson's like, oh yeah, I'm one of the slaves. I'm innocent. He tries to play like he's like this innocent, subservient thing. And he's like,
Well, yeah, I was
no.
like playing along.
Yeah.
And
Like,
it's like,
no, dude.
right.
No.
Yeah.
And he blows him to shit. Yeah, Shane, you're correct about the Klan. It was post Civil War. They took some definite liberties with.
Also, Walton Goggins from the Hateful Eight
Oh, yeah.
is in it. Plays one of the henchmen.
That's right.
Yeah.
I think he steals Django's boots or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Tarantino's notorious for recycling actors and stuff, which, is fine. It works. But yeah, it's really funny to see how many people are in this that are in the Hateful Eight. And did you guys know Tarantino said that this and the Hateful Eight happen in the same universe?
Oh. No? Well, I guess technically, but so I guess they could all meet up in a crossover someday. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Yeah, well, because technically it's the same universe, but
Yeah.
one could argue that there's fictional aspects
Oh, yeah.
of it. Leonardo DiCaprio was unbelievable in this movie too.
Yes, he was so great. And I didn't know who I hated more in this movie, him or Samuel Jackson,
Yeah.
Yeah, and given today's political climate, that's a brave role to play.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I think he said the N-word more than anyone else.
Yeah.
I think if it had been released last year, his career might have been over.
Yeah. However, he was playing a slave-owning plantation owner. That's how he would have talked,
Yeah.
So, but you're right. People don't have that kind of nuance nowadays. And I think it does history a disservice. And if they'd have come out at the end and said, and the slave owner was the good guy, okay, that's a different story, but that they definitely did not have that. I think to what you're saying also, Rennie, about him recycling his actors, is that he, what was I going to say? Often they will work with actors that they know aren't any trouble.
Yeah, no, makes sense, because I really think that Tarantino's like that. It's like, well, this person was really fun to work with. I'd like to bring them back, and I think he just goes by, their work ethic and, how they treat each other or, his direction, so to speak.
Yeah. Exactly. And, he knows that he can get what he wants. And I think, wasn't it you, Steve, that told me once that the actors want to work with him? That's the other thing. It's two ways.
Yeah, because they get a superb script, and he gets the best out of them. Also, another cameo, the the guy they're talking to at the place where they have the fights.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the guy who Franco Nero. He played Django in the 70s.
Oh.
Italian actor, I think.
Hmm.
So they had him in there.
Oh, okay, there you go. And yes, I did see Ancient One. Thank you. I do appreciate it. I think I forget what kind of a rose I was. I did start. I will get to your chat later. After we're done with this. Bush McFadden says I think he calls him Calvin when they're alone. Yes, he does. Sheila Nolan says yes, Italian. So yeah, I mean, great flick. Hard to watch, but it is really so satisfactory, particularly because these people are so racist and so horrible when they all get blown away and then the plantation blows up. I
Yes.
mean, the satisfaction is 150,000%.
I think
absolutely.
Tarantino made a good call by adding a little bit of humor and lightheartedness in wherever he could.
Yeah. Agreed.
Otherwise, this one would be damn dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was pretty dark enough as it is. Damn. Yeah. So that's Django Unchained. If no one else has anything to say, I'm gonna go with my double pick. My trying to still find out the correct grammar to say my second of my double pick or something, but how hell
Your
I don't
second
know.
of the double picks.
Thank you, Steve. My second of the
welcome.
double picks is The Long Riders. This is a movie I saw for the first time over the weekend at Steve's recommendation. It is a movie about Jesse James and his brother Frank James and their gang. It was made in 1980. And it was very unique because all the brothers, the real life brothers that they were playing, these historical brothers, they had actors who were all brothers. So the actors who played Jesse and Frank James, they were brothers. Stacy Keach and his brother, I forget his name, he's not as famous. And all the Carradines, all those brothers were there. And Randy McQuaid and his brother. It was just a big family affair, literally. And I think it's rare that you see that many siblings in one flick. And it's a very interesting way of showing the whole, how do I say it, the whole outlaw thing and the final. Well, there's a second to final shootout. There was a huge ass shootout when Jesse James's gang toward the end of the movie. It is unbelievable, the shootout that they have. And from what I've been told, they did a good accurate version of that.
I think Tarantino mentioned the movie in an interview when he was talking about the Hateful Eight.
Oh.
Because this movie has one damn gritty shootout. It's amazing. It's actually very Tarantino-ish, this movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the way they show their hookers and their wives and their girlfriends and their sweethearts, also very realistic and not always something that's a pretty sight to see. The character that is it David Carradine? I get all the Carradines mixed up. The one, the Kung Fu Carradine.
David Carradine.
Yeah,
David Carradine. Yeah. Oh my gosh, he had this hooker girlfriend, and he was terrible to her. And Frank and his wife, they just didn't really treat each other very well. But they also had good relationships as well. And there's some old-fashioned train robberies in it. And so it's available on Netflix. So as my second pick, I found like it was really good. I think it's a bit of an underrated movie. It didn't do too well at the box office. Yeah, but I don't know.
James Remar is in it too.
Oh,
Small part.
Oh,
It's right
well,
after he played in the Warriors, I believe.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Now I know you've seen it, Stieg. I didn't know if you had any thoughts.
I think it's awesome. It's probably the best Jesse James movie that's been made.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's high praise. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
there we
and
go.
we also get to see how the is it the Pinkertons that are chasing
Yes.
them?
Uh-huh.
They're not all nice either, because they kill one of the kids.
Yes.
They throw a Molotov cocktail or something in through the family's house's window when
Yeah.
Jesse and Frank James aren't there.
Yeah, and yeah, I think that they portrayed in the movie that they kind of got in trouble. The Pinkertons did, because even though they could be a little bit dirty, they weren't that dirty. Oh, yes, that's a good thing. Have you seen it, Rennie or Maury?
I have not.
No.
Sorry,
Okay.
Maury.
Well, no, that's my fault. I asked for both of you at the same time. But you both said no at the same time, so well done. Yeah. But just for the shootout alone, it's worth it. And to me, that's also what makes a Western. Everyone loves a big shootout.
Yeah.
That shootout is probably really good if you have a good surround system,
Oh, yeah.
because you can almost hear the bullets entering entering the screen, because it's done in slow motion. And Keith, it's Keith. He gets shot in the face.
Yeah.
And this is before CGI and stuff, so they actually have like a blood pack thing on his cheek that actually explodes.
Yeah, exactly. And it was a very realistic way that an ambush would play out. They were all up on top and at different places and just shooting the shit out of these people. And yeah, they were just blown apart.
I think David Carradine gets hit 6 or 7 times.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, it's not for the faint of heart, but it's realistic, and they earned the scene. They earned the scene, and that's what I think makes this a good watch. Yeah. So that's it. So those are all of our picks. I'm going to be going through the ones that I have starred, see if there's some that some have said. We have Jacob Ironsides. He says The Big Country 1958. I'm not familiar with that. And he has Open Range 2003. Wanted an old one and a new one. I am familiar with Open Range. I do enjoy that.
Robert Duvall is fantastic in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that's why I watched it.
But then again, he's always fantastic, isn't he?
I don't think that man's done a bad performance.
No. In my opinion, he's up there with Anthony Hopkins and Sean Connery and actors like that. He just never got the credit. Probably because he almost never plays the leading role.
True.
Yeah, well said.
Speaking of Robert, I was just thinking, because we just recently reviewed The Godfather, and definitely an understated, underappreciated role. Let's see, Blue Velvet. Is that a Western? Or maybe I didn't get the context. I was just starring movies. But Blue Velvet's a good movie, yes. Let's see. Jacob. Oh, another one is Gregory, Big Country. So I'm not familiar with that one. I think that's what Jacob said. Boosh McFadden says, for fuck's sake, pardon my French, Tombstone. We've talked about Tombstone. Oh, and of course, none of us said these. The Clint Eastwood ones. Maybe I'll do a spaghetti Western one day, but The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. That is a great one.
I almost picked the Trinity movie. With Bud Spencer and Terence Hill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which is basically, well, those two did like 20 movies together at least. Mm-hmm. It's basically them beating the hell out of people. So it's
nice.
Like slapstick fun movies.
Mm-hmm. Well, there you are. See.
Oh, side note, Terence Hill is in the Guinness Book of Records for having played in the most Western movies. And I'm thinking he's probably going to stay there, because Western movies aren't really being made much these days.
No.
No, they're
What if
really
we-
not.
Yeah, and if we keep up with our politically correct stuff, no one will dare make one. And Silverado.
Oh yeah, that I think I told Rennie to watch that one.
I'm still working on it. Checks in the mail.
Well, I've said before, that's part of what we do is we want to encourage people to see movies and find ones to watch, and that has definitely worked for one. See, Liberty Valance, okay, with John Wayne and Jimmy Stewart.
Timon Flip in the chat is pleased about the Terrence Hill and Bud Spencer thing. He's from Brazil, and Norway and Germany, I'd say, tend to have almost the same entertainment stuff when we grew up. So it's like a trio of brother countries that had Terrence Hill movies.
Oh.
If you've never seen them, get a couple watched. One of them even has Donald Pleasence in it.
Oh. Well, there you are. Yeah. Yes. And you're right. I think you mentioned that before about Norway and Brazil being brother countries when it comes to that.
Yeah.
And Miss Timon Flip's picks are the Trinity Trilogy. My Name is Trinity. Trinity is Still My Name, and Revenge of Trinity. And also Lucky Luke.
Lucky Luke. Yeah, Terrence Hill played Lucky Luke based on a comic. A man who can draw his gun faster than his own shadow.
Uh-huh. Let's see. Oh, for a few dollars more. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's one. Let me see. It's from Snorted Poopus Cooper. She wore yellow ribbon. And The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance. Yes.
Another good one is Appaloosa with Viggo Mortensen and Ed Harris. It's from 10 years ago, maybe.
Okay. And Boosh is saying, ever seen The Last Outlaw, Steak? That's a good one.
Never seen that. Oh, and The Quick and the Dead is fantastic. Sharon Stone. It's almost like a Van Damme sports movie, right? Like blood sport, but instead of fighting, they do quick draw. You know, so it's Sharon Stone, Russell Crowe, DiCaprio's in it. Gene Hackman plays the villain.
Yeah. Well, there you are.
Yeah, awesome, cheesy. Yeah, it's almost like a Western sports movie.
Yeah, there you are.
Made by Sam Raimi, I think, who did Spider-Man and Evil Dead. Oh, people are not liking The Quick and the Dead in the chat. You bastards.
How dare you? How dare you? We are not a judgmental here at Miss Martin Muses. Yeah, feel free to chime in, everyone, if you have something with these. Next is Young Guns. We've already said that. And Unforgiven from Supreme Heretic.
Yeah, Unforgiven is that's a beast of a movie.
Gene Hackman is unbelievable in that one.
Yeah, he's a psycho. Well, he watch The Quick and the Dead is the villain in that one too.
Okay, Matt Wilkins says Quigley Down Under and Tombstone. And we've already said Timone's. I had that one starred. Okay, Unforgiven. A lot of people are saying, oh, this came up earlier. Maverick. Yes, Maverick is a great Western.
Yeah.
And 3:10 to Yuma, classic.
Yeah, Christian Bale.
Oh, yeah.
No, Russell Crowe and... Yeah, Russell Crowe and Christian Bale. I keep mixing it up with the one with... isn't it Liam Neeson and Pierce Brosnan did one too?
I want to say yes.
Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah,
which is weird because Liam Neeson can't fake an accent. Sorry, Teresa.
Oh, no. Go ahead. Yeah, no, yeah, Liam Neeson's terrible at an accent. He just needs to stay Irish forever.
Yeah.
He cannot do an accent, especially oh my gosh, when he tries to do an American accent, it hurts.
It's so bad.
That's why they got him to do. They let him have an Irish accent in A Million Ways to Die in the West.
Yeah.
Because he asked, because he probably didn't think he could do it. But so yeah, they let him speak Irish. It was no problem.
Yeah. Maverick. What I love about Maverick is, well, Mel Gibson. I love him, but also the homage to Lethal Weapon, where they have that scene where Danny Glover just randomly comes in as a thief, and they just give each other these double takes, and then as he's leaving, he says, "I'm too old for this shit."
Oh, there's an elf in there too, mentioning how
we
the
do
West
have
was
an
won.
elf in the chat. Lady Toriel is here. Well, I will get to your pick. Thank you. Lady Toriel is in the chat. We do have an elf.
I have a question though. Would The Last of the Mohicans count as a Western, or would that be more like a colonial?
Oh.
Because it's not the Wild West, is it?
No, it's like it's actually an epic historical thing.
Yeah, because it's from before.
Yeah, and it's
takes place
colonial
before.
and it's
yeah,
brutal though. I mean, oh my gosh! I mean, the way they do their fighting and all that, it just makes me think, women, just get the hell back to England, okay? Wait till things calm down out here. Where did I thought that Lady Toriel had a pick? Maybe I will find it.
She did. She said, "How the West was won."
How the West was won. Oh yes, yes. That's a classic. Holy crud, isn't it? Yeah. And let's see, what else do we have? Oh, Hang 'em High. I love Hang 'em High. Yes. I always was so creeped out as a kid because he had that scar on his neck. Yeah. And the Outlaw Josie Wales.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ancient One has a fake super chat, a cartoon of Tommy the guinea pig trimming the overgrown vines of Miss Martin Muses to ensure they don't grow out of control. Well, that would definitely keep me from yeeting myself from my chat, like what happened earlier. Yeah, Keck says you have to have a cowboy hat. Cowboy hat for a Western, yes.
Yeah.
Silverado, today my jurisdiction ends here. Yeah. Yeah, where are you, Lady T? Lady T, did you have a double pick or you just had a one pick? The How the West was won. Yes. It's good stuff. And I think that there's many different ways we can dip our toes down into more of these, maybe at a later time, because of course there are some classic miniseries that were Westerns and TV movies that are definitely worth looking at, and just maybe focusing just on spaghetti Westerns. Yeah. Oh, Lady T's second pick is McClintock.
That's with John Wayne, I think.
Oh. Well, there you are. Yeah. Well, there. Yeah, you heard it here first. Yeah, I was thinking Bushy McFadden. That's one that I'm definitely thinking of for that. And everyone's saying hello to Lady T. Alrighty. Well, I hope I got everyone's double picks. If I did not, please let me know. I know that sometimes these can go ahead. And also, I got kicked out of my own stream by my stupid internet. But just the discussion in the chat and the discussion here on our panel, I have so many more Western movies to add to what I want to watch. So as we wind down, Maury. Well, actually, I don't know. Do you have a YouTube channel?
No, I don't have a channel.
Okay, she doesn't have a channel, but if you want to see Maury, you'll see her on the triple review. Our next triple review will be with her and her Eddie, and we're doing Irish movies. That will be on March 15th. So we're going to be reviewing The Commitments, Waking Ned Devine, and Mountain Time. And let's see, Princess Rennie, what's going on with you?
Well, on Saturday mornings, you can typically find me here with you and Stig and or anyone else who can make it, talking Lord of the Rings. This Saturday is the last few chapters of Return of the King. And real excited about that. And then typically around 4 or 5 o'clock Central, Mr. Brown Alliance on Saturdays as well is where I'll be. I think we may be doing Godfather 2 this week. Don't hold me to that because I really begged and asked and pleaded, so we'll see. But yeah, I watched all 3 last week, so
Oh wow.
yeah, you can't stop at just one. You got to keep going and finish the story.
He should do 3 instead of 1, just for 3 instead of 2, just for spite.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Well, it depends. I still have not seen Coda, which is the way that Coppola originally wanted 3 to go, so to speak. So
Like the director's cut?
Yeah, basically. Because it's called The Godfather Coda and it wraps up Michael's story in a different way. From everything I've heard and read. So I'd really like to see that, but I still haven't watched it.
Oh, well, then dang it. I know what I'm going to be doing. Yeah, since this is the 50th anniversary of the original Godfather, I think we got Godfather on the mind. Yeah, Shane Nolan says that he watched The Godfather after that stream. And we have a truck driver. Yay! I don't know if you're in any kind of trucking thing, but we love our truck drivers here at Miss Smart Muses, Subhuman84. Thank you for being here. Oh, let me get y'all for any. Yeah. Rennie's screaming at you in the middle of the screen. Yes. Shane Nolan saying the very end was different. Was different. Good. Godfather 3 has definitely got its issues, but Godfather 1 and 2 is absolute perfection. And then Stig, what's going on?
Well, Lord of the Rings on Saturdays, and sometimes on Wednesdays, Maura and I do the Cringe Factor. But she's been busy with school and she's probably dead tired, so she didn't make it last time.
Yeah.
Which is perfectly fine. Yeah. That's pretty much it, I think. Sometimes I pop on the triple review if it's movies that I've seen. Mm-hmm. But I haven't seen the Irish movies, so no. I'm not going on.
Well, fine. That's all right. That's all right. We're very tolerant here at Miss Martin Muses. Okay. Yeah. So, you might see him pop around on a little surprise stream, maybe with Lady Gravemaster. You guys have something coming up in a few weeks with the Blockbuster choice thing.
Yes, we're doing, it's called the Blockbuster Archives. Mm-hmm. We've done 2 episodes so far. We started with 1980. I was to watch a movie from 1980. She was to watch one. Basically, we give each other a movie to watch, and then we start the show about with talking about 1980 as what happened in the world in 1980, and then we review the movies in the second half. And we've done 1980 and 81 so far. And for 1982, she is to watch Conan the Barbarian. And I am to watch An Officer and a Gentleman. So polar opposites.
He has to watch a love story.
Oh, I've seen it before. Louis Gossett is great in it.
Yeah. Yeah, that too. But it has one of the most excellent endings. I love it. Yeah. All right. Well, so stay tuned to Lady Gravemaster. And sometimes, we spontaneously, if we need to rant and rave about something or talk about books, you will see that happen. Well, and here at Miss Martin Muses, this Thursday night, I will be having the season 4 discussion of Once Upon a Time with Biggles Metz and My Nerdy Home. Saturday will be we're going to finish up the Return of the King. It's the end of an era. We started these streams in July. So it's really kind of emotional to have gone through chapter by chapter the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy. But we're not done. Once we're done with the Lord of the Rings trilogy, we are going to do The Hobbit, but we're going to do The Hobbit in 2 segments. We are not going to do that chapter by chapter. Then once we're done with The Hobbit, we're going to tackle the Silmarillion. Yeah, we're doing it. Join us. Come along the journey. Get yourself a cup of tea with Professor Martin, and we will get through it. And I think we will really enjoy it as well. Do I have anything else going on? I don't know if I'm going to be on if we're having the Godfather. I don't know. Just stay tuned with that. And the double pick will be returning next week. And I did see what you said, Timon Flip. I will be DMing you. That is a great idea. So I'm going to go ahead and end this. Please, please, please like, subscribe, share. Everyone that's on here, watch these movies, enjoy yourselves. I want to say thank you through the chat. This is the best chat ever. You guys participate well. You bring up comments. You help us out. You talk to each other. We've got animals. We've got nuts. We've got squirrels. We've got everything. We got guinea pigs. And Timon Flip says, say Silmarillion 3 times fast. No. I will after I do some warm-ups. How's that? I got to warm up
I
my
can
tongue.
do it.
Okay, go for it. Steve.
Silmarillion 3 times fast.
Oh dear.
Oh my gosh. Now, to be fair, that is what he said. Okay, let me see. I'm Silmarillion. No, not going to happen. I need to practice. I'll practice. It's not going to happen. Silmarillion. Yeah. Oh, that was almost there. Thank you to my mods. Took care of some Russians. Russians are friggin' everywhere, not just Ukraine. And I will see you all in cyberspace. Have a great day, everyone. Have a great day, or maybe even an evening too. And be certain to not be somebody's huckleberry.
And don't say Silmarillion 3 times fast while sticking your arm into a